false floor to add. Alright guys, today we're taking apart the QG Pajero Sport. Very similar to the QE and the QF. So first we want to start off by taking off all these pod lids. Set them all aside. We won't be using these again, but you want to keep them just in case. From there, this is what the inside looks like with those pod lids off. So we need 10mm socket and some Phillips heads to take these out. So on top of these, there's these little tie down points. So you want to take them off, remove that little bit there with a flathead screwdriver, and access this little 10mm bolt down there as well. So you use a 10mm socket on both sides. So just before you pull all this out, we can see that we've taken all our bolts out. There's these little push clips. So just grab something pointy and push that in there and in there, and you'll be able to pull these little clips out. And then you can take those pods out, like so. Does require just a little bit of force just to pull those out. From there, we just want to take our tailgate off, little cover, and then we can remove that whole base. We want to make sure though that we keep this, because we're going to put it back on straight away. Next thing we want to do is we want to take these 10mm brackets out. They just got some other 10mm screws, like so. And we don't reuse them. Right, now what we're going to do, got 6 bolts across the back here. These are now 14mm socket. I'm going to take all these ones out. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we've just got to remove these little Phillips head little push-in buttons. So simply unscrew, don't push against it because it's only a plastic thread, and you'll just seem to push it in. So just get there, and they just come out like that. So what we've got now is we just pull them out. And this one as well. Pull them out. And then once those little buttons are removed, we just remove these covers. And we need access bolts here, 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 and the 2 across there as well. And they'll be all they'll all be 14mm sockets as well. So we use 14mm socket. Unscrew them in any order that you like. And we're almost done. Once all the bolts have been taken out, these seats just come out like so. see, we've just put some of the bolts and nuts back into the car as they are not being used to mount the floor to the car. So we're using this first hole here, the M6 10mm socket. And we're using this one as well just on here, just on both sides of the car. So any of those other holes, put your bolts back in because we're not using those ones. So to install this floor, it can be a little bit difficult for one person, sometimes you want to use two. You just want to put it on the angle. One side in first, and then the other side will go in easy. There, just drops in. And we're almost done. We've got two M10 by 70mm bolts and a washer. They go into these holes back here. So one goes there, and the other one goes into this hole just here. And then you've got two M6 by 40 countersunk screws that go into the front there. One here as well. Screw them all down and we'll be good to go. I'm going to do our countersunk screws first, just as that will line up the floor perfectly. So we've got one there and one here as well. Don't need front ones. We can go ahead and do our back ones. And we're all good to go. That is your QG Prado Pajero floor. Last but not least, got to make sure you got your false floor to add.